Very nice. Okie dokie, friends. So we're going to do a little bit of our celebration. There's a lot to celebrate, and I think we all survived this last week of school for those that are in education or have kids in school, and we're surviving our health crises and all those things, that we'll be able to focus. Maybe my hope is to get a little bit ahead, because I always feel like I'm reacting to what's happening, but I'm going to try really hard. It has been busy, but it's always busy. I say that, and then summer's busy, and then every season's busy. So let's see how everybody's doing and who we're going to celebrate. Almost start a new report.
Not celebrating me. I have not done well this month. All of my team
a little distracted,
beating past me like a herd of horses, and I'm over here like, see ya.
But you know, that's rough. Okay, because I always say this is the most beautiful business ever, because when you have those seasons, whether it's a terrible week, whether it's a month, or even if it's a few months, it's always there for you when you get through that, and it's flexible. And the fact that your team is growing and thriving, that's a great sign, even if it's not for this month. You know, things are gonna be okay, and I understand because you've had a lot on your plate, so no worries. Well, let's see. I didn't count up people, but we have, these are the active peeps. I'm going to leave the disco ball this time since I'm on my phone, but Christy is active, and Cammie, and Nicole, and Shauna, Libby. That's good. Oh, I touched my phone. It all moved. Kara, Tyler, Brittany Vetter, Anne, Beth. I'm so excited. TJ, Rihanna, Shannon, Tracy Murphy, and Heather Williams. You're doing great. Look at you. You got 500. And then these are the other ones above 500. Talissa and Roxanne and Leslie. Excellent. Michelle, Amy, Melanie, Shanna. Shanna's doing great. I got to talk to her. She is consistently having some good sales. And Morgan is sitting at the top. Morgan's on fire, y'all. I got to get talking to her because she has 2 new team members. And her personal sales are at 2717. That is awesome. That is awesome. So I think like she's a lead. I think she's not real far from getting to something else. So star maybe. That's awesome. All right, so lots of good things happening there. But here's the real crazy part. Oh man, the team growth. It's incredible. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 new people this month. 20. That is amazing. 20 new party peeps. That is so exciting. And one of the things I had mentioned on one of my live videos a couple weeks ago when recruiting was picking up, that we were getting so close to 100. And then of course, Leslie got 99 and 100. I was like, oh, this is so awesome. But there were like, I think 8 people that were set to terminate this month because they hadn't done anything in a year. There's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. So if you look at your downline and any of them are your people, give them a call and just say, we don't want you to go. I mean, yes, they can always reinstate for free later. And if they need to, it's not a good time, that's fine. But I hate to see them go. You know, I don't want to, I think you still have to wait 3 months. I think I need to double check that policy. If anyone knows, you can speak up. But, you know, it's a lot of people that haven't really been doing much with it. But if someone connects with them and says, we don't want you to go, maybe it would change their mind. So we still have about a week, I think, right? Like a week. That's totally enough time to get a $200 order. So, but here's the thing I was saying is, I was just knowing that if we lose those, I think it was 8 people then. If we lose those 8 people, we'll be back under 100, and that would be sad. Even if these 7 all decide not to continue, we'll still be over 100 because you guys have done so well. So we're at 108. It's amazing. And I just think it's interesting to share, but a year ago, we were at 54, doubled exactly in a year. That's cool. Because that's what happens with your teams. If they keep growing, they double, then they quadruple because it's exponential if it keeps growing. If these new people who all join for the $20 deal really don't do anything with it, or you can't convince them or talk them into it, then I'm sorry, I gotta help someone open their door. Sorry, hateful door. Our door won't open. We need a new door, and everybody's getting stuck outside. Okay. But you know, the point is, if you can teach them to do the exact same thing you've done, because honestly, I know the $20 special makes recruiting for a lot of you has made it a really easy thing. It's like you're getting more than that product. We all know why it's like a no-brainer, but you have to start viewing that party kit the same way. You could give that kit to somebody for $1. I mean, you can give that kit to somebody, you know, every single time you close a $500 order, or even a $200 order, or anywhere in between, for $59 or less. So you have to always have your list of people that you think should do it because they keep buying a lot, or they'd be good, or you just want them to. And you have to always be talking about it, just like you guys have done with that $20 kit this month. That will change the business moving forward. So just want to encourage you to do that and teach them to do that. Like right off the bat, make sure they understand that growing the team is how you really make the increase in your business. Growing their team is how they'll do the exact same, and then how that will keep perpetuating. So just wanted to say, you guys are done an awesome job. 20 new people in a month is so fantastic. Don't forget that multiplying power of 1. If you teach them to do the same thing and why it's good for them, and they do that and do that, in another year, I mean, we could be 500 people. Your teams could be 100, 200. It can happen. So keep thinking, make that your number one goal. Sales are awesome. You need sales, and you need to make your goal at least at 500 so that your team and yourself can get paid on that. But you know, building the team and supporting the team is where you really want to focus. If we can all get that way, I think we'll be looking back in a year going, look at how much we've grown from last May. So that's my encouragement on that. And I'm very proud of all the growth. I will definitely at our last one have more specific celebrations, but this time I wanted to talk a little about Cincy Family Reunion, because I've been saying, you know, I'm going to look into it. And I kind of know who wants to come and all the things. And now it's time. I got through that party. I think I can focus on it. So we need to book a place. I was thinking it might be easiest for me to send out a Google form that would just have a few questions like, you know, I was thinking in my head, for sure, are you committing? Because once we book a place, I understand if life happens and something changes, a family emergency, things like that. But if 8 of us decide to go, and then we all pick the place and know what we're committed to budget wise, and then 2 people back out, that's really hard on the people who said they're going to go. So I just want to kind of have something that we all have looked at and said, yes, this is this is what we'll all agree to within reason. So we're looking again, the dates are July 21st through the 24th. And I know Heather Smith, you were planning to come. Is that still on your radar with everything going on?
Yes, ma'am. My birthday's the 20th. I didn't get to celebrate my 50th birthday last year, so I'm going to celebrate 50th this year with you guys.
This is going to be the best, a birthday, Cincy birthday. Woo! I love it. All right. Now, Leslie, I know you're in Virginia, but I mean, you can come this way. Just get in the car with a couple people. Come on. I really want you to. Now, you're on mute, but are you teaching summer school, or you just can't get away? Or
I will have to oversee summer school, you know, as an administrator who worked all year. So
boo! All right.
Around with school starting.
Yeah. Okay.
I might need a vacation.
You need a vacation, that's for sure. Heather Williams, are you considering going to 4-day?
I would, but at this time we're working on some more test results with my husband, so I won't be able to.
Okay, and I see somebody else is on the call, but it doesn't say who it is. If you're listening, who are you?
It's Shannon.
Hey, Shannon. Shannon's a for sure. So
yes.
Shannon has, thank you. Shannon has actually pulled up some Airbnbs. And so I'm going to, when my company leaves and I get off the call, I'm going to give some serious looking at that. I'll probably pick maybe 2 to choose from. And then for the people that are wanting to come, I'll let y'all give feedback and I'll attach it to the form. So y'all can look and say what sounds good, and we can kind of have an idea of what that will cost. And then what we'll do, since we've got people on the call that aren't planning to do that, we'll have a special call at some point to plan our meals and what we want to do, and that'll be fun. So we'll do our own little thing for that. But everyone else, I hope that you're registered at least for the virtual one. If you have new team members, it's so important to get them registered. Even if they're not coming to be with us in Port A, it's $11 and they need to do that. And then I would highly encourage any groups that are comfortable getting together, even if you're just local, get together and do some of that as a viewing party. You know, like if Melanie doesn't come, maybe Melanie and you could get together in the evening and watch some of it or something. That would be really fun. It would give you a little touch and little taste of that Cincy spirit that you can't get unless you're together. And Leslie, maybe if there's anybody close on your team that could do that, have one night where you watch maybe the first general session or the last one or something together. That would be fun. Okie dokie. Well, I wanted to see, is there anything you guys have that you're kind of wanting to know a little bit more about or get some advice on? Or crickets.
No, I kind of have a question.
Okay.
Something I'm kind of running into right now, and I don't know how to get around it because, quite honestly, I'm almost too nice of a person sometimes. But so I have the same people all the time who ask for samples or ask for, and they won't even do the honor of critiquing or applauding the product on my group. You know, it's like, oh, gimme, but they won't take that 2 minutes to say, I loved that scent, or I didn't like that scent, or the dish soap sucked, or it was fabulous. I mean, they're not even doing that, but they're, you know, and I have two of them that are almost so rude that they're like, if I don't send it, you know, then they're like, where's my sample? I'm like,
yeah.
Why are you being like this?
My initial thought is there's givers and there's takers in this world. Sounds like you've got a couple takers, and it's unfortunate because that is a difficult position. You're giving your own stuff and they're not even doing the courtesy of helping you out. So one thing that comes to my mind is you could have a more official sample club, whereas you basically say, yeah, if you want sample, especially if it's not just the sample of the month wax, if you're going to do a sample, something you're going to give away, you know, when you make a purchase, you're enrolled in my sample club. You get samples for 3 months. At that point, if you don't make another purchase, you won't continue to get it. But if you do make another purchase, you'll have another 3 months of samples. So you make it contingent on some purchasing. You can do that if you're just telling them. It's a little more paperwork to keep up with. So I've never done it, but I know a lot of consultants that literally do a 3-month or a 6-month sample club. And they just kind of do it that way. Every time you put an order in, you know, you get this much you'll be on my, like maybe they send their flyer of the month with a sample every month to those people. If they don't renew in the 4th month, then they don't get it. That's a thought. Anyone else have ideas for her?
I think that's a good idea. Heather, are they purchasing at all, or they're just using the sample and not purchasing?
They're pretty much just using, I've had like a hit and miss. It's real rare that they purchase. Most of the time it's just greed.
Here's another thought. It just came to me. You could say, hey, I will send you your sample. Here's the sample form. The sample form it could be a Google form, which I can help you make if you need help. But you could say something on there like, would you like to receive samples next month, or whatever you choose to say? If so, click here to leave a review, and then I will send you one. I mean, it could be contingent, like click here, here's a link straight to your Facebook group or whatever. Leave a review of something you've used last month, and I'll send you a sample. I mean, it could be something like that. If they don't do it, well, then they don't get it. You have to think exactly what you're comfortable doing, but there are people that are difficult. And honestly, if they're never buying from you at some point, I mean, you could just say, listen, I love giving it, but right now it's just too much going out without any coming in because this is my own personal, expense.
Right.
So if you next purchase, you'll be enrolled a couple months in my sample club, or you could just say, at this point, I can't give any more samples. I don't know for you.
I mean, you don't have to actually give them a sample, as far as like a wax sample, you could just send them the flyer with the sticker on it, because they're going to smell it.
That's true.
And not actually
That's
have a piece of wax to melt.
That's
That's
true.
true.
That's a
That's
good
You
true.
could just say, I'm going
Bad
to send you
idea.
a little sample card with stickers. Then they
That's
don't have
kinda
anything just to
karma. Oh my
use,
God.
but you technically gave them scent to try. I think that's a great idea. See, this is why we do this. We're all so smart.
Right.
But it is hard. I have been very blessed to really only run into one or two kind of tricky personalities with my business that make me uncomfortable because they're so rude or bold. And I will say for me, because my personality is not one to like someone who's bristly. I don't like bristly. I like nice, calm people. I have learned to try to be humorous with them because it's the best way for me to deal with it. So like I've got somebody's mother who is a hard personality, kind of a wisecracker, and she'll just ask for whatever. And I'm like, oh, I'm so uncomfortable because I don't want to say no, but it's kind of a lot for them to ask what she's asking. And it's a very icky position to be in. So I've just started saying, well, yeah, if you do this, I'll do it. And I try to joke like that back. And sometimes that it just changes the situation a little bit. So it's tricky, but that's my advice, just to say, listen, I would love to fill out this little form, click on it, with your next purchase, I'll enroll you in my 3-month club or something like that.
Yeah, just say, I'm doing this new thing.
That's
Yeah, and
great.
you can send it to everyone that way. You can be like, to all your customers, enroll in my, summer scent club. That sounds good. Ooh, write that down. Summer scent club, summer scent sample club. It's getting even better.
That is good.
Things just come to me, Anyway, something like that. My sizzling summer scent sample. Something. And that way it's
That's
already
a lot
set.
of S's.
I know. I like alliteration and all. But, it's set and it's something because it's almost summer. And so you could contact everyone and say, I'm just going to do a 3-month summer sample club. If you would like to be in it, click here. Maybe that's something we can work on, that little form that we could share, a sample clubs. That'd be good. Okay. That's a good question. Anything else you're running into? I was going to say.
I think you probably touched on it initially, but just getting the new people that signed up under the $20 to do things.
Yeah, that's really what I had planned to talk about. So that's a good segue. So at some point, I will probably be sending, if you've sponsored someone new this month or last month, I'll be sending a message to you that is going to say, hey, how do you know this person? I did it to a couple people, but I will be honest, I was so overwhelmed that I didn't keep up as well as I would have liked. Because the key, in my opinion, is for you to establish this new relationship with anyone that is interested at all in working the business. Now, I know some just signed up just to do it, and they're like, I'm not doing it, I just want the deal. I get that. We'll pray that those seeds take shape in a different way, and that over time that will change and they'll decide to do more, because it happens a lot. But for anyone who is doing it and actually kind of wants to, or you feel like you could talk them and persuade them that way, it is really important to establish a good mentoring relationship. So my best advice is you're friends and you're a supporter and you're someone that just says, here, I'm going to help you get a great start. And I want you to understand what we have here and be a part of it. So get them involved, coming to the Zooms, coming and commenting on the page. The other thing that we've got 1 week left of our House Point Challenge. So I'm going to really send out some good challenges for the week to give lots of opportunities to get extra points. So y'all can try to take down Ravenclaw. I don't know. They're pretty strong. It's a juggernaut.
Never.
But, yeah, there's some challenges there. And a lot of them are going to be centered around very basic beginning things that need to be done. So it's going to be really focused on all our new peeps. And we have the whole week, and then the end of May numbers, like all of your promotions, your new recruits, you're being paid at title, your sales, all those things will add up a lot of points. It'll be the final tally for the summer. And then we'll have like a little live ceremony where I award the points, and we'll do some drawings for some of the prizes. So it'll be fun. We'll plan to do that in the first half of June. I'll find a date and put that out there. But the real key to some of those things, maybe y'all can help me brainstorm. some of the things you think all of your new people should be doing? What are one of the first things as a sponsor you would tell your new person to do?
Watch the videos. Because don't they have to do that to get Shooting Star?
So like the training center,
a group of videos. Yeah,
so like their beginning,
videos.
yeah, their begin. I don't even know what it's called now because they didn't have it when I started. But yeah, like their first things first or whatever the videos are called. Some of you that joined more recent.
Their list of 100.
Yeah.
Posting on Facebook or whatever social media that they are now a consultant with their, link and stuff.
Yeah, like announcing their business, right?
Right. And sending Facebook messages, text messages to people about it as well.
Yeah, what about their picture and their story on their personal website so that they stand out?
I also think they need to really familiarize themselves around the current catalog or brochure or something, so that when people ask a question, I mean, not that their upline that they can't ask their upline for help, but it's faster if you know the answer right away rather than saying, I will find that out for you, but I may be in church or at a basketball game or something, or baseball game, and not hear the message, and then that customer's waiting, and they're like, then they lose their trust in you as the new consultant because you don't know really what you're doing.
I would think that's a great point. And I think that's really, really imperative at the beginning to establish what your role is in their business. Did they sign up to be under you as their boss? No. They signed up as you are their mentor. You're someone that's going to guide and help them, and you're happy to do that. However, the goal is to have 500 people under you. You can't be there for every little question. So just teaching in a nurturing, kind way, your first step is that you try to figure stuff out. I'm going to show you the basics, and I'm here. Also establishing, I don't really do this because I try to just be available, but there are times when I can't get back right away because of life. I will either say, hey, I'll try to get to you soon, I'm really swamped, or I will get back as fast as I possibly can. People are generally understanding because they know you have a life, but you could even establish like, listen, I have a full-time job, so I generally answer Cincy inquiries in the evening, or I value my family time, so I am available in the day or on Saturday morning or Sunday afternoon or whatever. If you kind of give office hours, that is good. And then say, listen, you can always ask me, but you really can, you want to learn it yourself. You need to familiarize yourself with a workstation, where to find answers. Sometimes it's tricky. And I'm going to tell y'all, most of the time when one of you pops up and says, hey, do you know this real fast? I think, I don't know. I'll have to Google or search in my workstation because sometimes I just don't know it right off the top of my head. And so I am not really annoyed about it because I want to be a helper, but it can be an annoying thing to some people because I'm going to have to stop and go look for something you could have easily just done the exact same thing as I'm going to do. So it's teaching that we're here to help, and you can always just throw it up and ask on the group page. Someone will probably try to answer if they know, but you do have to learn to go kind of fish for yourself a little bit. So just in a very kind way, saying, learning your catalog, reviewing your workstation, watching trainings, being on our calls each week. So that's a good time too. This is a time that if someone new gets on, I'm always going to say anything that we need to talk about, and then we can all help find that answer. It's a good use of our time versus just 20 messages popping up in a day. So that is a good thing. Anything else come to mind that we should put on our really important for new people? I mean, helping them do their launch party is big. Even if the launch party is virtual, it's really important to do that for them. If you have a new person, I wouldn't even ask them if they want you to do it. Even if you're not local, just say, hey, in the next week, we're going to do a launch party. Here, and tell me what kind of launch party we want to do. Do you want to meet with some people in person? Are we going to do a live, party, a Facebook party? And just say, we're doing it. How do you want to do it? And if they're like, I don't know, well then say, I had the most success with X kind of party or Y kind of party. You want to try that? And just be that mentor to say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to even basically act as the consultant, even though you have the business. I'm going to be there to help all the way. And you're learning under my wing. And then the next party, you'll be good to go. And I'm available if you need it. But that's a really big step. And I have not always done that with people because I was like, well, if they want to do it, they'll ask me, or I'll offer to do it and they never say. It is so much better. And moving forward, new people, I just highly recommend you just saying. And in fact, the most ideal way, in my opinion, is before they actually sign up to do the party. And then that is their beginning order, because then they will hit their shooting star, because you enter it right when they join. They don't even have to worry about, oh, do I get it in 15 days? But yeah, going over their award, making sure they know that they can do that. Because I remember looking at the shooting star and going, I can't do that. No one told me you can do that. That's easy. We'll just do the party. You know, I didn't know so much back then that I know now. So as a mentor, that's a really important part, to tell them you can do this. And then of course, talking about all the awards, sensational start. There's no reason someone can't do that, at least level 1, you know, and to tell them that you believe in them, and just that that's kind of what you do. Like, oh, we're going to earn these awards for you, because the people who earn those awards are the ones who hit director. The people who hit director are the ones that are going to hit star and superstar, and they're going to have a business that really, really is, you know, growing and good. So there's lots of statistics about that. And of course the incentives too. Anyone coming in, just telling them like, listen, when the trip incentives come out, we are going to hit that and earn that. So those are some of the things come to my mind. And then in general, like, I'm still waiting for someone that's really brave that wants to introduce themselves live on Facebook, like on our group page. So right now, if you have a new person on your team and you're thinking about like, oh, they like people and they would go live, send me a message, because the two of us can team up and say, hey, we're going to go live and then do like a question answer to get to know you on our team page. We think you're going to be a leader and we want you to do this. And then that will just change things. If we have people start to do that, that's my ideal thing. I would love when I see someone sign up, phone call or a voice message to happen, get to know them a little bit, and then say, on Tuesday night, we're going to go live at 7 o'clock and we're going to, sorry, love you.
Isn't she the best leader? I have such a good leader.
My best friend. You're sweet. Mwah, I love you all. Thank you for being here. Y'all drive safely. I love you. Bye, Zoom. Hi, y'all are famous. That's my... yeah, thank y'all for being here. My best friend since birth, and her parents, so they're like my second parents, and her family. So it's been a good weekend. Anyway, so if you have someone that you're like, they would totally do that, we need a guinea pig, you know, we just need a guinea pig to do it. And then it's just what we do. And I know there'll be some people are like, I don't want to do that, and that's okay. But we could at least, maybe the two of us that would sponsor me could go live. We could talk about the person and just say how excited, because I love that everyone's like, yay, welcome to the team, we're glad you're here, we can't wait to see you. But I just want there to be as much of a personal connection as possible, because if that happens, I know what will happen. They will be plugged in, they will be connected, they will do that with their people, and it will just really keep going in the right direction. So that's another big dream of mine that I want to happen. I need a brave little chicken. All right. Any other thoughts or questions? Oh, Melanie's coming. Holla. Hey, Melanie. Oh, she's muted, but she's moving and grooving. How are you? Uh-oh, she's got robot voice. She's frozen. All right, well, hopefully she can hear us. Oh, there she is. Where are you going?
San Marcos.
Oh, are you shopping again?
No, not shopping.
No.
I just
I
did share, though. I did share.
Yeah, of course you did. Look at that smile. All right, well, she's a little frozen, but that's good. Okay, so we are basically talked a little bit about everything. We are wrapping up our last week. I had said I wasn't going to do house points until the end, but I think I will try to catch up on the 2 weeks and give an update. And then we'll just have 1 week to make the changes happen. So we're going to set some beginning consultant types of challenges. The good news is if you are someone that's been around any time at all and you've done them, you can share them as well and inform points, and you'll be serving as a good example. For instance, show me your list of 100. That's going to be one of the challenges for points. Everyone should have a list of 100. It shouldn't really even be something that you have to create. If you do, that's great. You'll have a list of 100 to move forward with for the week. We didn't really talk into the month. I mean, we have a whole week left. There are so many opportunities. People are graduating. People are end of the year teacher gifts. You know, my best friend was just here, and she bought her smelly box, and she bought her bulb she needed, and she grabbed a few things because she was here. And then she was like, I said, well, have you done teacher gifts? Because I'm about to do teacher gifts. She'd already paid me. And then I got her to buy more because she was like, well, yeah. And so I said, I'm doing the little mini fan diffusers with a pod. It's a pretty good price range. And I'm going to say, you know, we're your biggest fan. And she was like, oh, yeah, I should do that. So she bought 2 of those for her daughter's teacher. So personal reach outs, like I've got stuff in every budget range. You need some teacher gifts for this last week or 2 of school. I think those fan diffusers are perfect for graduating seniors too. And of course the wall fan diffusers too. Those are so good. And I know it's wedding season, all kinds of things too. So just reaching out to people at all times and trying to take advantage of this $20 offer, but remembering if it does sell out or when May is over, keep doing that party kit every time. Try so hard to always have conversations and have a big list of people you think would be good at this, because Melanie, I don't know, you weren't here, but we are at 108 party booths. 20 new people this month. Pretty good. So very excited. And we're just really focusing on that because I feel like here's the truth too, and I'm going to leave you kind of with this unless y'all have anything else. We all know the sweet time of the year with Cincy is fall. That's when everyone's sales are the best in general. And Cincy is more like people come out to get it from you instead of you having to go tell people. It's just the season. And we also know that during that fall season, we have a trip incentive. I say this all the time. I want nothing more than to see 1, 2, 3, 5, 12 of you earn the trip. I want it so bad for you. So this year, summer is where we're starting. I mean, we've already started. We've been doing a lot. We've been working and we've grown our team chemistry, and we're doing a lot of things that have made a big difference. Like I see it. I think that's why we got 20 people, because you guys have all plugged in and you're doing the work and we've connected and we've been doing things. But moving forward, if we use the summer to continue the growth and not be like, well, it's summer, no one buys something in the summer, or I'm taking off for the summer. Because I'm going to tell you, a lot of times I'm like, oh, it's summer. Like, I just want to enjoy some downtime because we get so little. But if we will not do that and we will continue these next 3 months as building blocks, it will set our fall up way different. So that we hit September and you all promote to superstar consultants and you will promote to director in October. And then you get paid at title in November and December. And then your team has grown to a point you can sustain that. That is what I want for you. Because that building over this next couple of months, 2, 3 people each month will make a huge difference. Getting them connected in with the team, doing the team challenges, just being there for each other to celebrate and to know when we need help. Those things make all the difference. And then you'll be set to keep doing that in the fall and earning all those trip points, because that's what I really want y'all to do. Once you get one, you just don't ever want to not get it. And it isn't easy. I'm not here to say it's easy, but it's doable. It is doable. There's 0 reason. Is that your pretty mama back there? Look at the whole family. Hi. I love your daughter.
Oh, yeah, she's kind of sweet.
She's pretty awesome. I'm sure she gets that from you.
Oh.
Anyway, well, it's nice to see you.
Dude,
Hi, Precious.
call me.
Are you sad? You just love me? Or you say hi to everybody?
Hey, Kobe.
They said hi. You can't hear it, can you? Can you hear?
Hi, Kobe. How are you?
Hi, sweet girl.
Everybody
She had
You
fun
mean
with her
talent
friends.
show? Oh,
They liked your talent show.
yes.
Okay, I love you. Mwah. It's always sad when our friends leave too. But anyway. Okay, well, I think that's mainly what I had. If you think of any like beginning people challenges that we should issue this week, send me a little message and let me know if you have a brave guinea pig that's new that would like to do a live introduction. I really want to do 1 or 2 of those this week. And if
I
you are
might sign my daughter up.
Oh yes,
She's
sounds
really personable.
good.
So
Yeah,
Okay, well
Megan
then
would
let's
do
very
it.
into that.
That's good to know. She can be our first volunteer.
And guess what?
That
Her
sounds
name's
good.
Megan. So
Peer
it's a
pressure.
Megan thing.
I already like her. I was gonna say I'm gonna try to work on a Cincy family reunion form for anybody that's interested in coming. I'm gonna send it to the whole team just because there might be somebody new that's like, I really want to do that. Listen, even if you can just come for a day or 2, I would love for you to come. I keep trying to get Leslie to come. She just says she has to work. It's so rude. But anyway, work always gets in the way of everything fun. So, but I'm going to send out just an easy form that kind of tells me if you're in for sure, because we are going to try to book it. And Shannon sent me a big list of Airbnb kind of places. So I'm excited to look over that. And I'll be working on tallying a bazillion points for the last 2 weeks and all those things. But I'm looking forward to it. And y'all have a fantastic week.
All right. Bye, everybody.
You too.
Hey, go get them. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks
Bye.
for getting on the call. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.